Hey guys, welcome back to Stuff and Things. On today's show, we take a look at cheetahs and how amazing they are, why our current warming trend may end in disaster, and Google brings internet to everyone. Joyous! First up for today, we all know cheetahs are freaking awesome. Little speedy guys just chase down everything on the savannah, and, well, they're like one of the fastest animals on the planet. But their true strength actually lies in their ability to accelerate and decelerate at a rapid rate. It's actually kind of ridiculous. And that they're not actually even going that fast throughout most of the day. A team from the Royal Veterinary College from the University of London published a paper in the journal Nature detailing their, 10 years and other things. Basically, it took 10 years to develop this tracking collar to allow them to look at a particular group of cheetahs in Botswana and really see what they were doing. Tracking collar itself did include an accelerometer, a gyroscope, a GPS, everything they needed to know exactly what was going on with the cheetahs at every moment of their day. And where they are and stuff. Because you don't want a cheetah sneaking up on you. So they got 5 cheetahs, put the collar around them, and tracked them over 367 hunts over the course of 6 to 9 months. That's a long time and a lot of killing. Throughout this entire time, their top speeds reached actually 93 kilometers per hour. Whoa, but they only averaged about 53 kilometers per hour throughout the day. That was it. They just, most of the time, they're just loping along. And that high speeds only happen throughout very small portions of the day. Again, that's kind of what we look at, the burst speed of the chase. But there's more. The cheetahs were able to achieve a 14.5 kilometer per hour deceleration in just a single stride, giving them amazing turning power. I mean, they could literally just, whoop, this way, gone that way. Ridiculous. Their entire leg muscle, the positioning, the power, it's all dedicated to this rapid acceleration, deceleration. Along with a flexible spine, they can just go anywhere. And this really actually makes the cheetah pretty much an overall amazing creature. Not only is it just, like I said, 93 kilometers per hour. 93 kilometers per hour! That's insane! And plus turning? Wonderful creature. Wonderful, absolute creature. And I just don't want to go to Africa. Too many things. And for our next story, a team of German and UK researchers looked at data from warming trends back about 120 million years ago. They found this trend actually led to a massive marine die-off and 2 million years of cold. Woo! Basically, it all started when Pangea broke up. We know all about that, the big supercontinent where the dinosaurs like to hang out. When that broke up, big oceans reformed and stuff. I mean, you could say reformed because the continent's always shifting around. But the Atlantic sprung up, got bigger. The Pacific sprung up and got bigger, and a few other oceans. And basically, massive new carbon sinks were available. And yeah, it just massive die-offs. And then it cooled. The ocean temperature itself, the ocean surface temperature dropped 5 degrees. The main problem being is that key marine life to the whole food chain, like types of plankton and everything, and types of coral reef, had a massive die-off. So that just precipitated through the entire food chain. It wasn't quite as bad as the extinction event that happened 66 million years ago to the dinosaurs, but it was actually kind of similar. And again, the cooling actually lasted for 2 million years. Whew. With our current warming trends and everything, we are looking at increased ocean acidity. We could end up seeing a shutdown of the North Atlantic current, and we could see this. So hey guys, if we keep doing it, we're gonna get the world cool. Just everything's gonna die. And to finish things off for today, we actually have some kind of freaking awesome news. Those guys over at Google must be a little bit bored because what they've done is they've designed a balloon that they will float over, starting with New Zealand, and provide people with 3G internet access, like really cheaply. Awesome. The balloon itself will be, of course, helium filled and about the size of a small aircraft, probably like a Cessna or something. It's going to soar about 19 kilometers, give or take some fluctuations, above the Earth, and it's going to help out those almost 5 billion people on the planet who don't have access to internet. And we feel kind of privileged in the first world because we do, but hey, you're watching me on the internet, so you got it. A lot of other people don't. And this whole balloon idea actually has some amazing benefits towards it. Each balloon itself will cover about 1,200 square kilometers. That's a ton of friggin' space. Along with that, it's pretty much disaster proof. You get an earthquake, power lines and everything go out. Nope, balloon's fine. All the components of the balloon are from off-the-shelf parts, so it's actually going to be really cheap to implement. And then because, again, everything's off the shelf, low maintenance costs, it's going to be cheap for everyone to do. So we're talking about pretty good internet access. I mean, 3G speeds are okay for most people. That allows you to do a lot. And hey, it's going to be cheap for everyone, especially in like South America, rural areas. It's going to be cheap for everyone. And they've actually shown that with a 10% increase in a population's internet access, the actual GDP of the nation has risen about 1.4%. Not a lot, but for a lot of countries that are doing so well, this could be a huge, like ridiculous economic boom to them. It's actually kind of awesome. Like Google's, again, they're just like, hey, what can we do next? Let's do Google Glasses, let's do this, and they're actually doing a project that is going to help out a ton of people. It's not even going to make them a lot of money. It's just helping out, like, so many people. And, probably just in it for them. They're just looking for goodwill. Hey, whatever, helps people, go with it. That's all for today, guys. What I'd really like to know from you is, what terrible, horrifying, deadly creature will keep you out of a continent? Like I said, cheetahs are pretty ridiculous. Never going to Australia. Never. I'm sorry, guys. Just too many things there can kill me. Let us know in the comments down below what will probably kill you. And of course, if you like what you've seen, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons where they may happen to be. And we'll check you out in the next video. Killer robots. And why maybe they aren't actually too bad.
Our first story, we're going to wrap up the E3 stuff, maybe, with what Nintendo had to say.
As well as discuss growing threat to ash trees in Ontario.
And Borg cockroaches. Worst combination